Hello and welcome all. So today's session is Building an Effective Culture of Quality in Organizations by our speaker Qiuping Yang. This is on the process excellence track of this conference. Qiuping Yang is also goes by Scott, so I'll be using his name as Scott. Scott is a consultant in Shanghai IU Management Consulting Company Limited. Yang holds dual MBA degree and is ASQ Certified Manager of Quality in Organizational Excellence and a certified VDS 6.3 auditor. Scott is an ASQ professional member. I'll review the housekeeping rules very quickly. So this entire session is for 45 minutes from start to finish. And we do look forward to receiving your questions in the chat window or in the Q&A section of this presentation. I'll be collecting those. So we will review those questions after Scott has done his presentation, and we'll take as many questions as we are able to take. The rest will be forwarded to Scott for him to answer directly to you guys. With that, I want to welcome Scott. Welcome. Please take it away from here, Scott.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Qiuping Yang. You also can call me Scott. I came from China. It's my pleasure to deliver the presentation in ASQ conference. In the past 5 years, I worked as a quality consultant. While working on the projects, I found a very interesting phenomenon. My customers had a big improvement after my consulting, but after 1 year or 1 more years, the performance go down. What I am observing here fascinates me. I'm now driving to uncover what this occurs at its core. I have made a lot of research in the past. I found that the big impact was from the employees' awareness, and that the awareness was impacted by the organization quality culture. Today, I will share the topic, how to build an effective culture of quality in organizations. As we know, Feigenbaum, the TQ master, developed TQC theory from 1950s and continues improved in the next 30 years. Feigenbaum let us understand the quality management from a new perspective. There were 4 key points of TQM from my understanding. The first one is all process. There are many processes defined in the quality system now. For example, production process, HR recruiting, purchasing, internal audit, management review, and so on. All staff, it means all people in the organizations should be responsible for the quality. All qualities, it means all perspectives need to be considered. For example, man, machine, material, method, measurement, and environment. This is the famous framework 5ME. The last one is the diversity tools. For example, AD, SPC, MSA, and so on. We are using these principles to deal with our daily quality work, but it was not focused more on the quality culture. So now the question lays out, how to build an effective culture of quality in the organizations. Today, I will focus on 5 topics. Why is quality culture important? How to generate a correct quality behavior? What is the fundamental for creating quality culture? Common quality values review. Practice for the quality values exploration. Through over next 30 minutes, I hope you can have below takeaways. First, you can understand the importance of the quality culture in the quality management and the logic behind the quality behavior. Furthermore, you will get to know quality values and 3 new frameworks. The last one, you will get some practice cases for the quality values exploration. From my point of view, it will be very useful for the horticultural activities. Now we start the first part. Why is horticulture important? First of all, I would like to share one famous framework. Robert Dilts was a famous NLP master who developed the neurological level. This framework helps us look at what's happening in an individual, group, or organization. It also helps us find out why we had difficult problems which could not be solved easily. Mr. Dilts divided the thinking logic into 6 levels. The first 3 levels, you can see the left side, the environment, behavior, and the capability, we call the low level. And another 3 levels, beliefs and the values, identity, visions, were called high levels. Logic level told us the most people focus on the low levels, when, where, what to do, and how to do. Maybe we can take some seconds to recall our daily work. Can we find our most jobs were focused on the details which were at low levels? The audience can put some comments in the chat window if you have some comments. In the reality, that's not a big problem. But when we want to solve the complex and difficult issues, then we will have this logic level. We need to upgrade our thinking logic to the high level. The target is to find out why, who am I, and our relationship with the world. It will let the complicated problems to be solved easily and effectively. The high levels are cultural related. If you know the major content of the corporate culture, it also includes vision, mission, and the values. In order to have a good understanding about the neurological level, there is one sample I would like to share with you. In this case, there are 3 people are in different positions with different identities: boss, quality manager, and product manager. In the reality, there will be different behaviors for these 3 people in one company. Let us check what the logic behind is. Firstly, we can find there are different visions of these 3 people because they have different identities or positions. Furthermore, they have the different priorities of their beliefs, values. For example, for the boss, the profit is the first priority, the output is the second priority, and the quality is the third one. But for the quality manager, the quality is always the first. For the production manager, maybe the output is the first, second, quality is the second. So the decision maker will make the final decision according to the priority of above beliefs or values. Some bosses will deliver the non-conforming parts to the customer because he thinks the profit firstly, because the disposition cost of non-conforming parts is lower than not delivering the parts. But on the other hand, maybe the other boss may block the parts and only deliver the okay parts due to the quality firstly. Generally speaking, the vision, identity, beliefs, and the values is very important for the problem solving. The logic behind each behavior is the principles, beliefs, and the values of each individual. You also can recall the past to see if there's similar cases happened around you. If you still cannot understand this logic level, you can search on the internet. You will find more explanation regarding this logic level. Now let's have a quick look about the history of the quality management. It was divided into 3 or 5 phases, as many people understood. Today, I will explain this from another perspective called the object. In the first phase, it was very easy for us to understand that we focus on the product characteristics when making the inspection. So the quality characteristic was the quality object in the phase of inspection. The second phase was SPC. If we jump out from this special tool, we could find SPC was only one of the quality tools. There were a lot of other quality tools were developed before or after SPC. For example, PDCA, fishbone diagram, TPS, Six Sigma, and so on. SPC was the start point of using the quality tools to make quality control and quality improvement. So the quality tool was the quality object from the second phase. The next phase was the TQC from Feigenbaum. He published the first article of TQC in 1956 and improved TQC to TQM in next 30 years. A lot of people understand the TQM, but less companies completely implemented TQM before 1980s, so I called it as a quality behavior. Till to 1987, companies worldwide started to apply and certify the quality system after ISO 9000 was published. The quality system was the landing solution of the TQM. From 1990s, there were a lot of other quality systems developed, like IATF 16949, ISO 40000, and so on. So the quality system was the quality object from the phase of quality assurance. The last phase was the zero defect, which focused on the quality awareness. From the practice experience, we need more quality awareness to improve the employees' behavior. So the quality awareness should be the quality object in this phase. This is the new concept about the quality development. Hope you can get some new ideas. Now let's put the above quality objects in the neurologic level. What does it happen? We can find that the first 4 objects are all at the low level: quality characteristics, quality behaviors, quality tools, and quality systems. And only quality awareness reached the high level, belief and values. From the practice, there were many organizations which implemented the zero defects, but most companies were not successful. The root cause was that the zero defect was only one of the quality values. Based on this logic level, we have not yet reached the level of identity and visions. The quality management was not in the complete cycle. Therefore, we must take a further explanation. What are they in the next 2 levels? In this logic level, there are 2 questions for the last 2 high levels. Who am I? And for whom, for what? Both answers came from the company vision, mission, which can shape our personal vision and mission in the business environment. So our next focus of the quality management should be the quality vision, mission, and the values. It was quality culture related. And then now we can ask another question ourselves. How does the vision, mission, values appear? The answer is the company operation. The top leader needs to lead the core management team to work out the vision, mission, and the values. Meanwhile, the top management also need excellent result to convince the employees to believe them through the excellent performance. So the last level of the quality management should be the quality operation. So far, I summarized the total 7 quality objects in the left cycles. Quality operation in the core, and then quality culture, quality awareness, quality system, quality behavior, quality tool, and quality characteristic. This learning sequence was from outside to the inside. It took about 100 more years. Regarding the quality behavior, it is the result of the quality system. and the quality system is the landing solution of the TQM. Therefore, quality behavior can be integrated into the quality system. Meanwhile, regarding the awareness, it cannot be generated by itself. Quality awareness is the result of the quality culture. These two also could be merged together as a quality culture. In the end, above 7 levels were integrated into the 5 levels like in the left structure. This framework was called 5-dimensional quality management framework. As we know, we focus more on the little quality before, and now more and more quality leaders or companies are focused on the bigger quality of the whole organization. This framework also can be fit for overall management when taking away the word quality. Meanwhile, the ultimate goal of the business operation is excellent performance. I use performance excellence to replace the operation in order to give clear message on big quality. This framework will be the framework 2.0 for the overall management. This 5-dimensional management framework is an efficient and systematic structure. It is progressively level by level, and the additional relationship among each level shows like these supporting arrows. This framework can be used to make self-diagnosis and improvement in any organizations. It also can help enterprises recognize the current management level and clarify the next work priorities. There are 25 questions designed for this application. According to this framework and the logic level mentioned before, we can find out the quality focus should be on the cultural level now. This quality framework was published on ASQ Quality Magazine, Quality Progress in this May. If you want to get more information, you can check on the SQ Internet. You can find the 25 questions on the online version. Just now, we talked about why the quality culture was important based on the logic level. Now, let's have a quick review the new model, 5-dimensional quality awareness model. It will help us understand the logic behind the individual's behavior. It will also help us understand what shall we do to change the individual's behavior. Before going to this part, I would like to ask you one question. What is the target when we launch quality culture in the organizations? Maybe you can type in the chat window. Okay, due to the time limit, I will go to next slide directly. From my experience, the target of the quality culture is to generate the right behavior, and the right behavior will lead to expected results. Maybe you have different idea. We can have a contact or discussion in the future. This framework is called 5-dimensional quality awareness framework. Compromising quality basis, quality attitude, quality capability, quality behaviors, and quality result. It was developed when I working on a project. This framework was to check the maturity of the employee awareness in an organization. It was validated through a survey at an industrial company. I will share the survey result later. In order to have a deeper understanding on this awareness framework, we will go through these 5 dimensions one by one quickly. The first dimension is called the quality basis. It means that the people should have basic knowledge before behaving. When a people generate behavior, it is reaction to the external environment. Most behaviors that occur are repetitive, especially in a manufacturing or service environment. Most of our jobs were repetitive. In this case, the employee should have the basic knowledge about the work. From my experience, basic knowledge is very important for the individuals. Maybe you can have some new inputs. Welcome, share with me. So The first one is quality definition, second is quality values, third one is quality behaviors. And then next is quality job responsibility, quality procedure standard, and quality target. I just want to talk a little about the quality definition. So we have the union quality definition in the ISO 9001, but the job responsibility is different for different employees in the different level or department. So the quality definition for different employee should be also different. We need a more specified quality definition for them. The second is the quality attitude. In this dimension, there are two perspectives for the quality attitude. The first one is, do the employees agree about quality basics? If they did not agree, do you think they will follow and practice them? I think no. The second question, are the employees willing to practice above quality basics? In the reality, I always met one kind of people. They agreed and accept my comments, but they never put my comments into the practice. Do you have similar people around you? Maybe you can share your comments in the chat window, maybe. Quality basics and the quality attitude is the major focus for the quality culture activities. I will have another framework which called the 5-dimensional quality culture model we'll share with you later. The third one is the capability. If the individuals have the knowledge and the attitude, they could have a quick reaction to the external environment. These reactions are the short-term actions, but for a project or repeat work, it needs accumulate a lot of short reactions to complete all tasks. This needs more skills, which called the capability. The capability include skills like the problem solving, AD method, quality tools like MSA, SPC, control plane, APQP, PP, AP, and so on. So this kind of capability needs to be planned and trained for the related employees. From my perspective, this is not related to the quality culture. It should be covered by the training process or training procedures. But in the reality, most companies put the skill training into the quality culture promotion. I don't think this is right. Maybe you have a different answer. The next one is the quality behavior. As I talked before, the organization should define the behaviors, and the behavior should be clearly defined as encouraged or discouraged. Here, just need in this dimension, just need to let the behavior happen. This part mainly relies on the individual's initiative. In this part, we need to monitor the behaviors in the daily job. If the individuals did not behave like what we encouraged, then the manager should talk to this person. The major task is to check and act like in the PDCA cycles when the unexpected behaviors happened. Next one, the last one is the quality result. This part is easy to understand. We just need to follow the result. It is like the checking and acting in the PDCA cycle. Check the result, take the action to make the continuous improvement. This is one example of what I did before. When I worked on a project, a quality culture project, I developed about 50 questions according to these 5 dimensions and sent to all office people, include engineers, managers, and directors. In this case, I did not use this framework to let operator to do the survey. The reason was I want to focus on the awareness of the manager and office people firstly. As we know, 80% of quality issues came from the management, so this is the reason behind. In this case, the quality result of this project company was driven by the top management, and they had a not bad result. Regarding this survey, the better result should be at 9 to 95, 9 to 9.5. For this customer, the overall process of the quality culture is not good enough from my point of view. They made the continuous improvement by the pushing from the management. Actually, the management wanted the team to take the initiative to make the continuous improvement. From this survey, we can make a gap analysis to find out the weakness and define the cultural working plan. Through the first two parts, you know why the quality culture is very important and the logic behind the behavior. Now we have a review about the fundamental for creating quality culture. Do you know there's one ISO standard 110, which called the quality management guidance to understand, evaluate, and improve organizational quality culture. In this ISO 9000 standard, or ISO standard, it stated that the quality culture was a part of the corporate culture. I searched the definition of the corporate culture on the internet. I found two definitions which was well known. I will not read it. You can have a look. From both definitions, we can find the words values came out from both definitions. If our audience remember neurologic level, which I talked before, the high level plays a big role to deal with the complicated problems. The values is also a part of the high levels. We can find how important the value is. As we know, the quality culture is a part of the corporate culture, so the quality culture should use the same structure as corporate culture from my point of view. Otherwise, the quality culture implementation will not be successful. So I combined both definitions, which were onion model and the 5 factors together. Meanwhile, I added additional dimension, basic knowledge related to the quality into the new quality framework. Finally, the new quality culture framework was developed. It's called 5-dimensional quality culture. It is composed by quality values, quality regulation, quality promotion, quality behavior, and quality basics. In this new quality culture framework, the most important is the quality values, which is the core of the quality culture. You can see the left side, the 5 cycle. Because the values is the logic behind the actions, there were 3 definitions of the values in the right side of the slider. They are for your reference. We can say the values is the switch for the people decide to turn right or turn left or go ahead. It is very important to work out quality values when establishing the quality cultures in the organizations. In some companies, there may be no special quality values. They just use corporate cultures because they had a good cultural system. But for the most companies, which there are no well-established cultural system, I suggest to work out the quality value firstly. The second loop is the quality basics. This content is same as the first dimension of the 5-dimensional quality awareness model. And the quality regulation for this point, when the employees follow the quality values and with good results, how to motivate these outstanding employees. On the other hand, if the employees do not follow the quality values and with bad results, how to evaluate these employees and what is the consequence for this worth evaluation results. So this should be defined by the quality regulation. And the next one is the quality promotion. This is the list to define how to make the promotion. We should have a lot of activities like the competition game like this. And the last one is the quality behavior. It is I think for this point, we should define the behavior list, which company encouraged and not and discouraged. So then let the people follow this behavior, and then we can monitor and check in the daily business. Here are brief examples for your reference. In these examples, there are two priorities for a production manager. The first production manager has the priority like productivity first, quality second, work instruction third, then that one is 5S. And another production manager, quality first, 5S second, work instruction third, and then the last one is productivity. So you can imagine what will be the result if the production manager follow above two different priorities. I think they will have different results. And the second one will be the better one. Do you agree this? And there's another information for your reference. So this is the survey did by ASQ and Phobos in 2014. They clearly state the quality values. And then there's 4 requirements in the left side for the quality values need clear stated and still understood throughout the organization, consistently applied, supported by the metric and incentives. So for us, we should, when we apply the quality values, we should focus on 3 big key points. And for this right side, the blue color is the overall survey result, and the gray color is the world-class result. As I talked, the quality values is the fundamental for creating the quality culture. Then we need to understand what the quality values are. Then next step is to know how we can get the quality values in this part. I will make brief introduction. So on this slide, you can find a lot of quality values words. These values words are for your reference. Many of them may be not quality related from your point of view, but actually they should be the quality values. Meanwhile, it does not cover all quality values on this slider. Welcome you type your comments for the new values in the chat window. I will take one values words for the explanation. In this list, zero defect should be well known for most people. Many companies use this philosophy to establish their zero defect quality culture. In the reality, some companies are successful on the zero defect, but many companies were failed. There were a lot of reasons behind them. From my practice experience, I think many companies were not only lack of the values zero defect, but also lack of the other values like commitment. Here, how can we make the quality values exploration? There are 2 recommendations: look further and look past. Look future and look past. Look future, we should make the SWOT analysis firstly to see the strengths, weakness, opportunity, and threats firstly. Then we should review the quality, vision, mission, values, and in the end, we should prioritize the quality values. This is for the future. And then second, we should look past. It means that we should find out the history major quality issues. Then we should use the 5 why to find out the technical root cause. When we find the technical root cause, we should ask more questions. Which kind of values link to this root cause? Then we get the values. After that, we can prioritize the values again. Finally, we should combine the future values and past values together to make the priority to define the company quality values. As a plan, there's one exercise I just want to ask, what is your most desired quality values in your organizations? I think you can type this in the chat window. But now, due to the time limit, I will skip it, but you can type the text. Okay, the last point, I will share one practice case for the quality values exploration. This was the project which I did for one company in China. The survey was implemented by themselves before I started the project. On this chart, you can see the blue line is the evaluation result for the quality department. The orange line is the average score for all departments. There were 5 items which are linked to the quality values. My target is to improve the overall evaluation for the quality department. After I communicate with quality people and check the daily work, I find that the score reflects real status. There's no problem. Now let's think about the neurologic level from global deals. If we want to solve this topic, what we can do? I think we cannot talk the details low level with the quality staff. We need to go to the high level, talk about the cultural related topic, vision, mission, and the values. So I developed 3 questions for all quality staffs. It was related to the vision, mission, and the values. I just made a small workshop. Let quality people have a free discussion about 3 questions. In the end, I let everyone give the answer to each questions. So first, I focus on the vision. Finally, I get a very interesting statement. So the statement is to become a professional, reliable, respected, influential quality department. Professional, the quality people want to have high capability to solve the quality-related topic. Reliable, they want to get trust from other departments. Respected, this should be easy to understand. Hope the quality department can be respected by the other department. Influential quality people think they could change the mindset of the other employees in the companies. They also hope they can get impact to the other staff. All these are very positive dreams. They are very good. I also get surprised when I had this system summarized. Next one is the mission. You can see there's 4 items defined. So I will explain the last one, establish a quality expert plan. So in this point, I build I make an expert plan, a training plan, defined about 10 core tools which were related with our daily work, like MSA, SPC, and AD. Then I put the 2 engineers on each tool. Let them become a trainer. Then later train the core tools to the internal employees. Then let them become a quality expert. The last one is the values for the core department. We use the same method. Ask every people talk 3 major values based on the vision and the mission. I told them we could not use the words in the daily work, almost, nearly, roughly, and so on. Then, and in the end, we work out 4 values. Adhere to the principle and bottom line, doing the things first time right, standardization, proactive, responsible, and accountable, and clarify boundary. Please remember
Excuse me,
that this is,
Scott, we have 5 minutes
yes,
remaining.
okay, I will finish in 1 minute. Please remember that this is only one part of the values exploration. Look future. There's another direction is that we need to focus on the past issues. Check the historical major quality issues to develop the quality values. I have listed the former slider. You can check and try by yourself. So this is the, okay, today the sharing almost finished. I hope you can have these takeaways. I will make short summary for today's presentation. So in the end, there's a 3 framework listed on this presentation. 5-dimensional quality management framework, 5-dimensional quality awareness framework, and a 5-dimensional quality culture framework. Combine these 3 frameworks, and you can get start of the quality culture journal. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
So we have one question. How do you motivate people on the shop floor to support a culture of see something, say something? There is a feeling amongst the shop floor employees that quality is policing work and they are afraid to face the consequences if there are quality issues.
Okay, for this question, normally we have a lot of methods. For example, in China, if the operator finds some quality risk, we will give some bonus to motivate people. This is the first thing. And the second thing, we also can give the good words in the team meeting. We will praise this operator. They have this kind of quality awareness. And in the end, we have the annual program. We have the best employees, and then we can give this award to these people. Every year, we will have 5 to 10 best employees, which link to the quality behavior, quality awareness. Then we motivate them.
Thank you. So we have another question. What are your thoughts on building a quality culture for international teams?
This is, I think it's a very big topic because for the quality culture, I think most people will give a lot of slogan on the wall or give a lot of values and then let people follow it. I think this is not a good way. So from my practice, the best way is that we should work with the team. We should work with the local team and work with the international team one by one. And we will first, as I said in the presentation, first we should look at the future. What's the mission, vision? Then we talk about the values. And another most important thing is we should look back. We should correct the history, quality excellence. We find the root cause and then find out the values. Let the team members work out these kind of values by themselves. Then they will get more understanding because the process is most important than the result. If the team members can get these values by themselves, then they will be easier to be followed. That's all.
All right, Scott, it's 9:44. I take this opportunity of thanking you very much for this wonderful presentation. And I also want to thank all our attendees for joining today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for all.